Right, okay. Saturday the 20th, 7:30, Vitesse against Heerenveen, and all I've done is touched half a point on 2-1 and 1-2 for the FT3 trade. So as you can see, that's done. So we'll see how it goes. Might have nothing to do, let it run. There's no clear, well, there is a clear favourite. The home team's a clear favourite, but they're sitting about even money, so they're not that clear of a favourite at home at even money. So it's a tight enough game. Whereas if we had a strong favourite, if they went 1-0 ahead, I would back 3-0 and 2-2, just as a bit of insurance, just to get scratch off the rest. And with half a point sitting on these two, and it pays, as you can see, 2.5 points minus your commission. So we'll wait. Kicks off in about 15, so we'll pause it and come back. Anything else happens. Right, okay, 13 minutes in. Vitesse have went 1-0 up, as you can see here. 1-0, so market's still settling. We'll just get rid of the rest of them. Now what I would usually do here is cover 3-0 and 2-2. It usually costs about 0.1 of a point. You know, I'll let this market settle and I'll have a look and see what it's going to cost to cover them. With the software it's pretty easy, so we'll just see now. We're still not settled yet at 9.8. Too much of a gap there to see, so I'll pause and come back in about 2 minutes and see what where we're standing. Right, okay, so a few minutes past the goal. Markets have sort of mostly settled. Could be liquidity because there's only 6 grand in the market, so it could be the problem why these aren't a bit closer. But what I would usually do in this situation is back 3-0 and 2-all. You've got the 2-1 covered each side, covering both of them scoring, and the 3-0 covers the 2-0, gives you options to get out. But I can't do a 3-0 in this game for some reason. So I'm just thinking of a different angle. And what you can do is, with Bet Angel here, I can cover myself, right? So I've got £50 liability, so I can back for a target profit of £50, which I've just done here. Okay, and I can cover any other score lines that I think. So I could cover 1-all and cover 2-0. So another goal gets me into that situation. It's going to cost me 1.5 points. Or sorry, 0.15 roughly. And that's going to give me scratch, and it's only going to cost me 14 quid off this 250. So it'll bring my target scores down to 235 roughly, which is still over 2 points. And it's for all it's costing, it's worthwhile doing, because it's covering the 2-0 in case Vitesse get another one. If Heerenveen get another one, they were laughing. We're scratch on 1-all, and another goal either way gives us our profit. But it's a tight enough game. There's 2 on target, one each off target. 20 minutes gone. I can't see there being, you know, a goal fest. If you know, it's not crazy, but you never know. But that's all it's going to cost me, as you can see, for 1-all and 2-0. And let's read the game. Now what I'm usually doing in the FT3 is cover 3-0 and 2-all, because I'm expecting goals anyway. But I think I'll just go with this route. I'm backing for a target profit, so it's only cost me, like I said, 0.15 of a point. And you can see here now where I am. So 1-all. If Heerenveen equalise, I've got scratch. If I get 2-0, I've got scratch. If it goes 1-2 or 2-1, I've still over 2 points profit. And another goal goes in, we can look at it again and maybe decide to do something else. But happy enough. It's not a, the stats don't suggest that it's going to be a goal fest, so neither did they do at the start either. So I'm happy enough to just go with that rather than the 3-0, because I never really fancied the 3-0 in the first place, even though it's only sitting at 10-1, which is quite low. So the market's expecting more goals, but I don't know. I just don't. So I'm just happy enough to go with that. So I'll pause it and come back. Anything else happens. I'll just point out here too, as the game goes on, right, we've got 25 minutes gone now, so as the game goes on, you'll expect this 3-0 to get bigger. So, if you're getting a bit twitchy, you think it's going to go 2-0, you can cover it for cheap money. If I want to cover that now for scratch, 65 quid I have to cover. I'll just give you an example, even at that price. I own it back for target price of 65 quid. It's going to cost me, what, 650? 3-0. Hold on, I haven't cleared it. That would help. So I want to cover 3-0 in case it goes 2-0. Like I said, 650. Once that hits 11, it's going to cost you 650 because it's 10-1. We're only a few minutes past the goal, so I'm talking about when this gets a wee bit bigger. This is the sort of things you should be watching for. What's the likelihood of what's going to happen? We've got 2 on target for Vitesse, none on for Heerenveen. We've got 2 on each, 2 off each. Each team there, 53% possession, 52% home. So it's not overly important. Excuse me. So it's not overly important to the home team. They've scored their goal, but if it goes 2-0, there's a big chance it'll go 3-0 and not 2-1 where we want it to be. So that's your danger. And like I said, there's the hitting 11 now. As time goes on, if it's on 10 or 15 minutes and you start seeing stats building towards another home goal, get in and cover it for 650. All you're thinking about is this 235. That's over 2 points for 0.06 of a point. It doesn't cost nothing. Get it done. Just reduce this a slight bit. Just get your insurance in, cover your ass, and always think about where you might be in 20 minutes, rather than saying, oh, there's a goal, fuck, I can't cover that now, it's too low, it's going to cost me a fortune, and then it just whips out all your profit. Think about getting in. If you're happy, if you can see the stats building towards a 3-0, towards 2-0, then get this covered. Like I said, it's only going to cost, there it is, 650 at 10-1. Get it covered. It's only 650 coming off that. That's going to leave you a 650 minus here on 2-0. 650's nothing. It's only 0.06, 0.07 of a point. So I'd be quite happy with that. But always cover your ass, rather than losing 0.6 of a point. Lose 0.06 of a point. So that's sort of things to look out for. 28 minutes in, 1-0. Still too early to do anything, but if you start seeing stats building towards that second goal for Vitesse, I'll think about covering this. And that's how you starting to, build up your correct score trade. How, things to be looking for. What's going to happen next? What can happen next? Where are you going to cover? So I'll pause it and come back shortly. Right, so we just went 1-1. So I'm in a scratch position at the minute. 2-1, another goal either way. We're laughing. Okay, so we can try and use this to advantage. Once this market settles, I'll see what's going to cost me to go 3-1, 2-2, and 3-1, 1-3, 2-2. So we'll see what way it goes. Just let this market settle. I'll have a wee look and see. Stats aren't great, to be honest with you. We've got 3 on target for Vitesse, 1 on target for Heerenveen, 3 off and 2 off. 38 minutes in, lively enough. I watched the game there for 5 minutes while this video was paused, and didn't look good at all. You know, I actually went into another game, and then the next minute it told, you know, Bad Angel told me the market was suspended, because I actually am looking for another in-play trade somewhere. So we'll just see. As you can see, I can come out for green now. You know, I've 0.2 of a point sitting here at the minute if I wanted to. Market's not even settled yet, but we'll see. I'll pause it anyway, wait till it settles, and then we'll come back. So, you know, it's 39 minutes gone. Maybe look at it at half time, but it gives me from now to half time, and if there's no more goals, it gives me another 15 to have a look and see what extra I might want to do, just to cover our asses one way or the other, you know. So I'll come back shortly. Right, 42 minutes gone. Markets have settled rightly, so as you can see, with 0.3 of a profit sitting here if we want it. Another goal gets us a lot more, but if it comes early, it could go against us, because you've got 2-2, 3-1, 1-3 going against us. So that's what we're going to sort of look at and see what it's going to cost to cover them. You know, 1-all, 1-2 we've got covered. So all we are interested in at the minute is 1-3, 2-2 and 3-1, and we'll see what it's going to cost to cover them. Now we've got, let me see, we've about 65 quid, so 0.65 of a point sitting on that, and if whatever we spend is going to come off, well, I was going to say 2-0, but sure, it's gone. It'll come off this 1-all, so it's going to put the liability, whatever we spent next, it's going to put the liability on the 1-all, so don't forget that when doing this. You know, if I spent a tenner to cover 2-all or 3-1 or 1-3, I'm going to be a -10 here. So, but I was happy to risk my point at the start of the game, or half a point, up to a point, so I'm happy enough to cover my ass in case of another goal. But what have we got? We've 3 on target home, 1 away, 3 off target home, 2 away, so it's not the most lively game in the world. We're kicking on half time, and I'll just have a wee look now. And with Bad Angel here, I can just check it and go into the Dutson software, and if I wanted to cover 65 quid, there I have it sitting. Make sure I'm clear. I want to cover, what do I see, where are we, 1-all. If I was to cover 1-3, 2-2 and 3-1, it's going to cost me 25 quid, so I'll be 0.25 of a point down, and it's going to reduce my profit to what, 25, just over 2 points. But it's excellent insurance, you know. Risk 0.25 on another goal, and you're covering this 3 score lines. Let me see, 1-3, 2-2, 3-1. So if scratch on them 3 score lines, I'm happy to do it. And the bet's done. What do you see? Okay, so where we stand now, it's 1-all. We're 24 down, so 0.24 of a point down at risk now. Another goal gets me to over 2 points either side, 2-1 and 1-2. We'll get 2 goals, we're scratch, and if it goes 2-all, we're scratch. So we're pretty safe now. You know, you've only got 0.24, 0.25 of a point at risk. You can still get out for your 0.3 of a point if you want it, 0.35, take it if you want. Half time, I'm happy to wait for another goal. If you get another goal, you might get more than this, depends on the timing of the goal. You know, if you can get the goal in around 70 minutes, you'll probably get a bit more than this, because the stats aren't brilliant for a goal fest. Not to say it won't happen, you never know what's going to happen. You know, it could take off and go crazy for 10 minutes, but you know, we're all green at the minute. We've only got 0.24 of a point at risk. Another goal gets us some decent profit, and we've scratched with 2 goals. So that's where we're sitting at the minute, kicking on. Right, it's just around half time, so I'll pause it and we'll see what way the second half goes. And it's just to show you that's how simple in play correct score is. You know, if you can get a decent amount of green on your target scores in the first place, and you just work it through as it goes, it's usually not too bad. A couple of quick goals can mess you up, yeah, but if it goes to plan, everything can work out okay. So we're not too bad at the minute. 0.24 at the minute at risk, which isn't too bad considering we risked half a point, so we've halved our liability and we're at half time. So we'll see. Let's see what the second half brings. Still 1-1, and you can see I've got like about half a point green if I want to take it, you know, but take half a point, risk quarter of a point, or you have the chance of 2.1 points, you know, with I'm pretty safe at 3-1, 2-all, 3-1. So another 2 goals, I'm pretty safe. 2-0's gone, can't happen. 2-3, we're a long way away from that. 3-0 can't happen. You know, so a lot of angles covered already. 56 minutes in, we've still got 3 on target home, 1 on target away, 6 on target home, or sorry, off target, and 2 off. So 56 minutes in, we're not looking like it's going to be a goal fest. You know, it's nothing crazy. It's only 4 corners, 3 to Vitesse, 1 to Heerenveen. So nothing crazy. 55% possession to the home team, nothing unusual. And like I said, you know, if you want to get out, you can. I'm happy to risk a quarter of a point at the minute, or a point and of a point. I'm happy to risk a point in any trade, you know, with the potential of hitting over 2 points. So I'll just let it run and see. But I just want to show you, you know, the cash out availability here on 55 minutes. We're up to 57 now, but you know, you've half a point sitting there if you wanted to take it. But for a quarter of a point, I'm happy to let it run. You know, so hopefully something else happens. But a late goal would be nice. You know, 80 minutes in the round up. 89 minutes to do. You know, so we'll just leave it. I'll come back shortly. Right, 81.5 minutes. And you can see we can still get out for 0.25, 0.3. Market was suspended there. What was it? Must have been a cured or something. You know, you can see, you know, if you want to get out for scratch, there's 0.3 of a point on 81 minutes when we're still sitting in a minus situation if it finishes 1-all. But we're still green for 0.3 of a point, for 0.5 risked at the start, but we're at 0.9 really, but we can't really lose that at this stage. So yeah, the risk your 0.25, take your 0.3, or hope for another goal. But 10 minutes, you know how many goals goes in the last 10 minutes, so we'll see how we get on. Right, so we're nearly 86 minutes in, and we can still get out for 12 quid, 14 quid. Now we're in the minus, so this is the point now where you decide, do you get out or do you not, or risk it in the last sort of 7 or 8 minutes for your quarter of a point. So I'm happy to let it run because the risk reward's far better. I'm happy to risk quarter of a point for over 2, you know, rather than just getting out for scratch and then a goal going in. So I'll just let it run and see how it goes. But we're on what, 86 minutes 20 seconds, so as you can see, it's really low risk if you can sort of cover these score lines in play, that you can put yourself in a good position. Now that's of course depending on the game. The game can go totally against you and have a 0-0 and you're always in a red, but you get the goals going for you. Like 1-all's our perfect score for where we want to be. So you know, we just need a goal now just to put us in the green, proper green, that we can actually take something from the game. But I'm happy to risk a quarter of a point just for the sake of video, just let it run, you know, rather than taking 14 quid for the sake of 24. So we'll see where we are. 87 minutes. We'll see if we can get a late goal. Come back, hopefully to some green. If not all lost. I've explained what my scenarios are during the game, why I've done them, covered my backside, you know, and leaving yourself as little risk as possible during the game. For, like I said, you know, if we're doing both teams to score trade, you had to risk the point. We're only less than 0.9 of a point here at risk and at any time, you know, so we can't, you know, goals go in all over the place now. We're still less than a point risk, so the reward is there, so it's worth a chance. So I'll pause it here and we'll come back. We're 87 minutes 50 seconds, so it's looking unlikely we're going to get a winner here, but like I said, look, you can come out for a winner now, or a scratch trade, should I say. Even at 88 minutes we can come out, so we'll just see how we go. It's quite high actually. The market's expecting a goal. Hope they're right. Right, so last kick of the ball basically. Can they score? No. Full time. So there we go. That's the trade. So lost quarter of a point, but the aim of this video was to show the opportunities in play, what you can do just by covering. You know, when you've got so much green on your couple of target scores at the start, and if goals go for you, you can reduce your red, you know, and there's other options. There's definitely other ways to do that, by laying, etc. If you think there's another goal coming, and it'll reduce your red and increase your green on other scores. So hopefully this video's been sort of half educational for you, just to show you my thoughts on an in-play correct score trade. So quarter of a point, nothing to cry about. So that's it. I'll hopefully post this and hopefully somebody gets something from it.